Hi my beautiful ladies, it's Evie here with Fit Club for Women. I hope you're staying safe and healthy, and I just want to let you know I do miss you a lot, and I'm thinking about all of you every day. And I do want you to keep busy and keep working out and keep walking. Just move the body every day if you can, okay? And today I have an awesome water bottle workout coming your way, so I hope you're ready. We're gonna do 30 minutes, yay! I can tell you're excited. All right, so I got a little timer going here. We're gonna do a 5-minute warm up. And what I'll do, I'm gonna start with an easier version of the exercise because I know some of you have some limitations. So I wanna keep you safe, very safe, okay? Something's not feeling right, modify it, and then if it's too easy, make it harder. Okay, so what we'll do, we're gonna start with a little warm up, and what I'll do is I'm gonna have you start with just a little, kind of like a heel raises with a little punch, which is gonna be a really great way of warming up your calves a little bit, warming up the abs and the arms and the shoulders, and keeping the knees very safe, right? So this is the modified version of the exercise. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you could add that front tap, slow and controlled, keeping the abs in the whole entire time, and breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Breathing is very important. Now let's say you're doing this and you're like, Evie, this is still so easy. Let's make it harder. What we can do, we can lift the leg up, keeping the abs nice and tight, keeping the knees very soft the whole entire time, and soft landing, right? Soft landing, so warming up the quads right now. Again, if this is too much, go back to the modified version. I always want you to keep your body nice and safe, but challenge at the same time. So again, we're working the balance, getting the heart rate up hopefully a little bit. And now if for any reason your shoulders feeling funny, you're like, Evie, this is way too heavy for me, this is not feeling good, just do little movements forward with the arm, or just keep them in the whole time. You could still work your bicep by doing this. Now let's switch it up a little bit. Let's warm up the hips from a different angle. So what we'll do, again, we could add the arm movement still, and you could do a little side taps. Now what we're gonna do with that one, it's gonna warm up the hips, the outer part of your thighs actually, and it's gonna still keep your heart rate up because that's what we want. It's gonna challenge the balance a little bit. Now again, you're thinking, Evie, this is way too easy for me. Lift that leg up. Just watch your back on this if you have any back issues. If you have knee issues, keep your knees nice and soft. Or if it doesn't feel good, go back to the other one, the modified version. I will always start with the modified version to make sure I keep you safe, okay? So we're in about two minutes into our 3 minutes already. Man, this is going by fast. Into our warm up. Again, really think about good form. Always, ladies, always abs in, shoulders down, chest is open. Now let's warm up the biceps a tiny bit, okay? So I was thinking maybe a little bicep curl with the back tap. That's a coordination exercise. And again, this is a modified version. Abs super tight, shoulders are down and back, chest stays open, and again, breathing. If you find this too easy and you want to make it just a tiny bit more challenging, you could add those little butt kicks. But again, if the knees are good, everything's good, you can go a little higher up. If you have sensitive knees, ladies, don't go too high, because once you lift that heel a little higher, that knee might not like it, okay? So always modify it if there is a need. Try to keep your chest open and try to look right in front of you. That's another good cue for this this warm-up. Let's see how much time we got left. We got about 1 minute left. So what we're gonna do now, let's warm up the calves a little bit more. Now, if you have any feet issues, don't move your feet, just stay still. Or maybe do one foot in front of the other. That will challenge your balance. Now, what we'll do, you know how much I love calf raises, we're gonna go up on your tippy toes, And every time you go up, you do a little twist with your palms and then you lower slowly, nice and slow. Now let's say if you have elbows issues and this is not feeling good, just do the movement with your legs. It's okay always to modify it. As you know, I like to keep you very, very safe. I'm not there to watch you, but I will give you that modification just in case to keep you very safe. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling those calves burning right now. Okay, so we're getting close to starting our first exercise. We did a little warm up. Yes, it's coming. So right now, it's giving me a little time to actually take a little break from the warm up and set up for the exercise. So what we'll do, we're gonna do 30 seconds of this. Now, abs are super tight. Again, you're pushing your knees out. We're gonna do 4 sets of this exercise, just how we do it at the gym. Imagine you're at the gym with me right now. I'm watching that form. I'm pushing your knees out to make sure the knees feel good. I'm having you stay on your heels. Abs are super tight, and then you're engaging the core, always and forever. Okay. Now we got the break coming, right? The break says 10-second break, but if you don't need the break, keep going. You know how I like to do that too. I like to get the most out of everything. And we're back to now we're set 2. All right, so we're still going. Now if you find this too easy and you're like, again, Evie, let's make this harder. What you could do is you could put the water bottles on top of your thighs and just do tiny little pulses. You know, the pulses are really, really challenging. Now again, the pulses are very controlled. Controlled, shoulders down, chest stays open. Again, the toes are pushing out. And I might be talking a lot, but again, I want to keep you safe, ladies. Now our cue says to stop. Who needs to stop? Not me. Let's go back to a little biceps again. Again, if you do need that break, take it. But if you don't, keep going. Now we're back to set 3. Should we make this even more challenging? I think so. Maybe let's go down again, still staying low, abs are in, and then doing that little bicep curl. Now the idea with a bicep curl, ladies, is to always keep the shoulders down, chest open, and keeping the elbows underneath your shoulders, always. Very important. I don't know about you, but I'm burning. I'm burning. We still have one more set left. So this is our final set here. Okay, coming up. And again, if you need your break, take your break right now. If not, keep going. Okay, so the final one, just go a little tiny deeper. Deeper is better. Just tiny little pulses deeper, only if your knees allow you. If you feel the knees right now, don't do it. Come up a little higher, right? If through any of this you felt your knees, come up higher. Find that spot for the knees that feels good, okay? And if you still feel it, actually switch it to back to calf raises. Whatever I was doing, just keep going with the calf raises if you need a modification for this. Okay, so now it's our little break because we are going to switch to another exercise. You know how much I love side leg lifts, okay? This is the modified version of the exercise. We keep your head nice and low. One hip is aligned with the other. You're pointing your toes down. You're putting the water bottle right on top of the leg. You're pushing into the leg. You're keeping everything super, super tight. And you're just going up and down, little tiny pulses. Nice tiny little pulses, squeezing the abs. And again, if you need that break, you can take it. But if you don't, ladies, keep going. Nice, beautiful. So we should be taking a 10-second break right now, but if you don't need it, just keep going. I know you want to. Okay, let's say you want to make this harder. Let's leave it up and then pulse it even higher, but don't let that back take over. Don't let the low back arch on this, okay? Squeeze everything in the body. Create that extra tension with your arm by pushing the ball. I'm sorry, not the ball. The water bottle into the leg. Make it harder. Good. Shoulders relaxed. Body's nice and aligned. Straight line with the body. Good. Ooh. It's time to switch sides. And again, I didn't take a break, but if you need a break, take your break, okay? If for any reason you're feeling your back, your neck, your shoulders. Okay, so now we're back to the other side, or we're starting with the other side, sorry. And again, the body's nice and straight, shoulders are down. I'm pointing my toes down again. Now, let's say you start feeling this in your back. Let's say, Evie, I don't like this. This is not feeling good on my back. Just do the clamshells. Remember the clamshells that we do sometimes? Same idea. One hip on top of the other, but you just open and close the inner thighs this way, okay? That's the modification. Okay, so now we're back to the straight leg again. If you want to make it harder, you go higher up. Woo! This is burning. I don't know about you, but I am feeling the burn. Very good. And we're just going. The timer is showing about 20 seconds. So we've got 20 seconds left. That's not bad. We can do this. I know you've got it, ladies. I know you're strong. I know you can push it through anything. I believe in you. We're still going. I'm burning now. If you want to make it harder, you push your arm into the leg to make it harder. Control the pulses. Squeeze everything in the body. Very good. Okay, now we got a little time to get ready for the next exercise. So we're on your back. We're going to go into a bridge. We got the arms up. We're squeezing the abs super tight. And we're lifting the upper body up. Now you're squeezing the tissue super tight. Right, let's say this is too much. So I'm going to show you the modification for it. Just to keep your arms up and do little pelvic tilt. See how I'm flattening my back, squeezing the glutes. This is still working your glutes and your abs in a very safe way. Now let's say you're saying, Evie, this is way too easy. Let's make this harder. You lift your glutes up, or you lift your tushy up. You push through the heels, you relax your shoulders, and you hold this. You just hold it. You're breathing in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You hold the arms up. Good. Now you're saying, Evie, this is still too easy. Let's make this harder. What you can do is you can extend one leg out. Now this is really challenging. Only do it when you know your back is nice and safe and you don't have any back issues, okay? You hold this for that 30-second. Good, you squeeze the abs super, super tight. You relax your shoulders and you're just going. Good. Now let's switch legs. Let's try the other side now. And again, this is only if your back allows you and your back feels good and the neck and shoulders feel good. Nice. This is a good one. But only if the body likes it, okay? Again, I always want to challenge you for keeping you safe. Hips nice and aligned. You can't even see my hips. I hope they're not dropping too low. Very good. Shoulders down and breathing. So again, each exercise we're going to do it just like the gym. 4 times, 30 seconds, and then the breaks will be 10-second breaks. But who needs breaks, ladies? Very good. Now we need a tiny little break, okay? And we're gonna go into a side plank, okay? Modify side plank. So elbow directly underneath the shoulder, shoulders are down. We're gonna bend the bottom knee, body's in a straight line, and we're gonna lift your hips nice and high. See how my elbow's directly underneath the shoulder? My abs are engaged. I'm squeezing the glutes super tight, and I'm breathing. Very important to breathe. Good, we got about 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's take a break. We need a break on this one. And now we're gonna do the other side. Always switch sides during the plank because it's better for your shoulders. Good, good. So again, the body's nice and tall, shoulders are down, and we coming up again. Good, chest is open, pinching that penny in between your shoulder blades. Good, breathing. Make sure there's no pain in your shoulder. If you feel pain in the shoulder on this, what you could do, a modification, you can do this on like a stool or a bench or somewhere where you're elevated. That's gonna give your shoulder a little less tension. It's gonna put a little less tension on the shoulder. Very good, let's take a break. Now you're saying, Evie, this is still too easy. Let's make this harder, okay. So again, elbow directly underneath the shoulder. You lift both hips up. You're still keeping that ball, or I'm sorry, I keep saying ball. We normally use a ball on this, and we're still keeping that little water bottle. We're pushing it into our body, squeezing the abs. See me shaking? Woo, this is hard. Abs are super tight, shoulders relaxed. If you are shaking, that's a good sign. If you feel your back modify. Go back to this where that knee is bent. Just squeeze the glutes super, super tight as you can, okay? Let's switch sides. Whew. This is a good one. We are already 16 minutes in. Modify. Go back to this where that knee is bent. Just squeeze the glutes super, super tight as you can, okay? Let's switch sides. Whew. This is a good one. We are already 16 minutes into the workout, ladies. Good job, everybody. Okay, so now we're gonna go up again. Chin is high, elbow directly underneath the shoulder. If you feel pain in the shoulder, again, bend this bottom knee, lift the hips up and stay like this, okay? If it's too much, beautiful. And again, abs are super tight. If you're not sure of this exercise, maybe as I'm doing this, do a regular plank if you feel more comfortable, okay? Don't push it through if you start feeling the shoulder in a bad way. Good going, nice. Let's take a quick break. Whew. That was a good one. I know you want to work the core a little bit more. I can see it in your eyes. All right, so what we'll do, we're gonna come in over here, we're gonna flatten your back, okay? Let's flatten the back so the back is nice and flat the whole time. You're gonna extend one leg out and make sure your back doesn't leave the floor. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a skull crusher, like this. So you go down slowly, and then you come up. You go down slow, elbow directly underneath the shoulder, and you come up. Now if you have elbows issues and you worry, you can bring the water bottles together. That will give them a little bit less intensity on the elbow. Beautiful. We heard the break, but who needs the break, ladies? Well, if you do need one, take one, but if not, keep going. Beautiful. Going down slow, coming up. We're getting a little bit of tricep in there. Now the back never leaves the floor, right? Let's say you're doing this and you're like, Evie, I'm still feeling my back. Bend the knee towards your chest. That will give your back a nice little break, and you could still work your low abs, but then you're getting a little bit tricep and low abs and you're keeping the back very, very safe. Very good. Now if you want to make it harder, you keep that leg out again. Good. Very good. Now let's switch sides. So now we're going to do the other side. Now that leg is out again. Abs are super tight. We're still going with that tricep. We love to work the tricep. I know you do. If you can, I can't see my leg when I'm laying down, but try to keep it on the same level with the other leg. That's really important because then you're going to feel that quad. Abs are super, super tight. Shoulders are down. Keep breathing. And again, if you need to modify this, you can always bring that knee in to make it a little bit less intense. Very good. Keep going. That's the break time, but again, we're just going. Who needs the break? Good job. Now if you need to modify, you bring that knee in. Good. Abs are super tight. Shoulders are down. And then inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. Very good. I know the water bottles are not too heavy. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you could use like soup cans, or if you do have weights, use weights, but be careful on the elbows. The elbows like to get sensitive on this. Very good. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale, going down. Exhale, squeeze on the abs. Beautiful. Very good. Now, let's roll to the side because it's the safest for your back. Now we're going to go into the plank. I know you love planks, and I know you know there's coming. We got a couple more planks coming your way. So, modified version for the plank is staying on your knees. So, you got elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Squeeze your tissue super tight. You never want to make sure that your hips never lower too low. You never want to feel that low back. You squeeze the tissue, staying nice and tall, straight line with the body. Now, if this is too much on the floor, do it on the bench, on the bed, on the chair, whatever feels good on your shoulders and your back, okay? And again, this is break time. If you need to, you could take a 10-second break. But now for some of you, I know you're thinking, Evie, this might be a bit much for my shoulders right now. You can modify it, but go in like this. This is a plank as well. It's a little bit easier than actually the other plank. I should have started with that one, but I forgot about this version. If your wrist gets sensitive, you just go on your knuckles. Very good, just like this. Now, if you don't like this and you don't like the palms like this, you could just go back to this one, okay? If this is feeling okay on your shoulders and your back, this is a little bit more intense version. Okay, so we still got a break. We're gonna use the break, ladies. Okay, so now let's show you a next version from this. So that would be straight on plank, like this, on your tippy toes, okay? That's the next version. Beautiful. So you squeeze your tushy super, super tight. You relax your shoulders. Good. Ooh, see me shaking? My goodness. The hard version. Good. Abs are super tight. You got about 10 seconds. Now, again, if your wrists are hurting on this, do it elevated or do it on your knuckles, okay? Knuckles are good too. See, I'm already feeling the burn. Good. Let's take a break actually on this one. Good, just a quick one, unless you don't need it. Again, it should be 10 seconds. But if you don't need it, don't take one. I'm just stretching my back a little bit. Let's show you the little bit more intense version of this exercise, which is the plank on your forearms, okay? So you're squeezing the glutes again, squeezing the abs, super, super tight. Again, if that's too much, do it elevated, ladies. Do it on the bench, do it on the chair, do it on the bed. Modify if there's a need. Good, and again, abs are super tight the whole time. Anytime we're doing anything, the abs are on fire. Good going. Nice. Okay, now let's take a quick break. Let's stretch our back. Okay, good job. Very good. Nice work. Okay, so let's switch to a little bit more arms. I know you're thinking arms. I'm going to move this a little bit so I can see it. We got about 10 minutes left. I know you've got it in you, ladies. Okay, so we're going to keep the core super, super tight. Shoulders relaxed. And again, now it's starting from the abs being very, very tight. You flatten your back. And then this is the modified version, right? And then you do little presses. You tuck your elbows in, you go down, and then you come up. I know these are not too heavy, but that's okay. If you have weights, use weights for this. If you don't have weights, just use your water bottles. Now let's make this a tiny bit more challenging. So we would bring one leg in, and then the other leg in, okay? So again, the abs are super, super tight. You're feeling the abs working, and then you go down, exhale, inhale down, exhale up. Very good. Inhale down, exhale up. Shoulders are down, chest is open. Very good. No pain in your back right now. You're breathing. Inhale, exhale, squeezing everything in the body. Beautiful. Now some of you might think, Evie, still too easy. If it's too easy, don't take your break, just keep going. And then extend one leg up a little bit. Now, you know how we use that little pad underneath your back? We don't have it available right now. So if this is too much for your back, just don't lift the leg up. Just bring it back down, okay? Good, I always want to keep you safe but challenged at the same time. Now your elbows are really close to the body. Again, if you have water bottles, if you have, don't have weights, use water bottles. If you have weights, use 5, 8, 10s, as long as your shoulders feel good. Very good. Let's switch legs. Let's do the other side now. And again, abs are super tight. Good. Back is flat. You never want to feel that low back at all. Not even a little bit, okay? If you do, if you worry about the low back, bring both knees in, okay? Really squeezing the abs super, super tight. Good. And breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Very good. Perfect form. Good job. Squeezing the abs super tight. We want tight abs the whole entire time. Very good. Now let's take a quick break. Very good. I know you want to do a little balance work. Let's see how much time we have. We only have 8 minutes left. That's not much. So let's do a little balance. You know how I like to work the balance. So we're starting with that one foot in front of the other. And don't have the weights. If you do have the weights, use the weights. Knees are soft. We're going to do those biceps with a little twist. Now let's say you've got a sensitive elbow. I want you to just keep the elbows in and tuck them in and hold this. Okay, we're only going for 30 seconds. Very good. Now if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, guess what we're going to do? We're going to bring that leg forward. Only if that knee feels good. If you have any knee issues, watch the knee. Keep it soft. The soft knee makes it a tiny bit easier on that knee. Good going. Nice. We're staying on the same leg. You know how I like to do it. It's a little bit more challenging. Now let's say you're doing this and you're starting to feel the knee. Go back to that one foot in front of the other again. Very good. Now let's say your back is feeling this. What you could do is you could wrap that one leg around the other. That will still do a little bit more balance, but it's gonna help you stabilize a tiny bit more, okay? You're doing amazing. It's time, almost time to switch sides. And again, it's either weights or water bottles, either one is good. Now let's do the balance again, one foot in front of the other. Shoulders back and down, good breathing. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up, good. And the knees are soft, always. Yes, very good. Very proud of you for doing this. I know I'm not with you, but I want you to think I am. Okay, you hear my voice. You know the things I always tell you, just keeping those abs in, squeezing that tushy super tight. And again, it's either water bottles or weights. If you have heavy weights, either soup cans. You can use the soup as well for this. Good. Let's say you want to make it harder, you bring that leg up. Good. Shoulders down. Again, the bicep comes only if you have good elbows. Okay? Make sure the elbow feels good. There's no pain in the elbow. Good. Nice. Abs are super tight. Let me just check how much time we got left. Wow. Not that much time. I know you're thinking stretches, but I think before we do that, we should do maybe another plank. Wouldn't that be amazing if we did another plank? I think so. Very good. Let's keep going. Inhale, going down. Exhale, coming up, squeezing the abs. Very good. Nice. Let's take a quick break. I know you're thinking, Evie, I want to do another plank. You know how I like double plank and triple plank and do all those fun things. So what we'll do, I have this here. You could do this on the floor, but I'm going to start with the modified version. So again, hands directly underneath your shoulders. You either do straight hands or you do forearms, but I'm going to start with straight hands if the wrists feel good. Abs are super tight. We're going to bring that knee in, hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then set it down, squeeze your tushy. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set it down, squeeze your tushy. Good. Good breathing. Make sure there's no pain in the wrist. If you start feeling this in your wrist, we're going to modify it just a tiny bit. Okay, so let's go to here. I think we're going over. I'm going into the cool down right now with that plank, but don't worry, ladies. I want you still to finish your planks. You know how I like the planks. Now squeeze the tushy super, super tight, right? If your back is good, add the movement. If you have a sore back, do not do the movement. Just hold it nice and steady. Beautiful. That one knee comes in, squeeze your tushy. One knee comes in, squeeze your tushy. Let's do 5, squeeze, 3, nice, squeeze, 2, squeeze, and then 1, squeeze. Good. Let's go back to this one. Again, I'm going into my cool down a little bit, but it's okay. Let's go back to this. If your back is getting tired or your shoulders get tired, go back to straight arms only if your wrists feel good. If not, do the knuckles. And then now we're going to cross it. Squeeze your tushy. Squeeze it hard. Beautiful. Abs are super tight. Nice. Good breathing. This is going to get the side of the body a little more. Very good. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Good. And let's go back to the forearms. Good. For the last final one. That's about 10 movements here. Again, only if everything feels good, okay? You're going to go 1, squeeze it, 2, 3, 4. And you could do this elevated. When you do add the movement, with a plank, I want you to be elevated. Don't do the movement on the floor because I always worry about the back. Nice, let's do 2 more. And the last one, whoo! Did you see me shaking? I'm shaking. Very good. Okay, very good. So now we have 3 minutes left for the cool down. So my favorite thing for the cool down, little stretches for the back. Squeeze the abs super tight, shoulders back and down, chest is open. So hands directly underneath the shoulders, abs are tight. You're gonna round the back as much as you can, squeezing the abs, and then you're gonna do a tiny little arch, not going all the way down, kind of just to neutral. Then exhale, let's do 5 of these. And we have 4, looking down, good. I don't like to move the head too much with this. I like to keep it nice and steady so we're not aggravating the neck. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, squeeze in the abs super tight. Now number 2 cool down, kind of a stretch, is going to be the child's pose, my other favorite one. So I'm sitting back into my heels, my shoulders are down. Good, abs are super tight. Good, relaxing the shoulders. Feeling the stretch in the glutes and the lower back, but not in my knees. If you feel the knees, don't go as deep, okay? Very good, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now let's see how much time we got. We got 1.5 minutes. Let's go on your back, nice and slow now. Then we're gonna tighten the core, and we're gonna bring that knee in. Let's grab the knee underneath. I like to grab it underneath so we're not putting pressure on your knee. And then we're gonna hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna extend the leg, and we're gonna try to stretch the back of the leg, okay? So we're gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's switch. Again, squeeze the abs. Bring that knee in. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to bring the leg up. We got 10, 9, oh, see me shaking. 7 or 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now, as we're laying down, let's just do a couple pelvic tilts. So we're going to flatten the back, squeeze the abs, breathing out through the mouth. Palms down, or actually, I'm sorry, palms up, hands down. Flatten your back, squeeze the abs. Inhale. Flatten the back, squeeze the abs, but as you arch it, don't arch it too much. You just lift that back off of the mat for a second. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Oh my gosh. It says we completed it. That was 30 minutes. We did a 30-minute workout. Now, ladies, couple things. Again, I miss you so much, okay? I miss you so much. And I'm thinking about you every day. I hope you're staying healthy. Again, move the body every day. If you can do anything, stretching, just walking, let's say one of the workouts that we're posting, just move the body, okay? And just be safe. I love you all. I miss you. Again, just do the workout that we did today. If you have weights, use weights. If you don't have weights, use the water bottles, okay? They're not extremely heavy, but they're just good to give a little resistance to the body. And some of you that do have sensitive elbows, it's probably better if you use these, okay? Or shoulders too. So I hope you enjoyed it, and there's more to come, okay? Love you. Bye.